Alright guys, so I just downloaded Final Fantasy VII from the New Zealand App Store, and I'm going to try to stream it via my hotel Wi-Fi. Just got a couple things to do before I get started here. I am not 100% sure how well this is going to work. Hopefully the connection here holds out, but I can't really make any promises. So if things get laggy or whatever, that's probably why. So let me just put the post up on TouchArcade real quick and tweet that I'm doing this. On a great time that's taking. All right, cool. 1 second. Mob crush. All right. Tweet that out. All right, cool. Looks like sound balance is good. Chat's going, video's going. Looks like stuff's working. So, firing up Final Fantasy VII here for the first time. Skip this. Alright, cool. Alright, neat. So it looks like it has iCloud, so that's fucking sweet. So that is a very good sign. Start a new game here. I remember all this so well. Video quality seems pretty decent of these cutscenes. I wonder if the cutscenes are ripped from the PC version. They must be. Here we go. So counters are on. Virtual kind of joystick thing here on the left. Bunch of virtual buttons everywhere. Oh, load times are like non-existent. That's great. I'm not sure if it has MFI support. I didn't bring any controllers with me. That would be really sick if it did, but I don't know. Right. Soldier, aren't they the enemy? Oh, you idiot. I was in Soldier. Now here's the question. Do we do silly names or do we do... what the hell? Just do defaults. This is kind of jank that you don't have the regular keyboard and stuff, but whatever. Once this job's over, I'm out of here. Alright, cool. Yeah, it's in New Zealand right now. I had enough money on my New Zealand account to buy it, thank God. Direction and buttons while pressing B to walk. I don't remember what I'm supposed to do in the beginning of the game, so if you guys didn't know Final Fantasy VII really well or watching me, you're like, oh, you idiot, why don't you go that way? That's why. I seem to remember it's like any Final Fantasy game, and the first part is just very, very linear. But I'm playing this on my iPad Air 2. It's been running fantastic. Yo, this your first time in a reactor? No, after all, it did work for Shinra, you know. Alright. We know all about Mako Energy. Cool. Barry has joined my party. I think I'm gonna go in here, right? How do I open a door? Yeah, I'm out of the country right now, otherwise I would definitely get a MFI controller and give it a test. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Post to full. So the player displays on the front page. 1 second. Cool. Planet's dying, Cloud. That's basically the story of this game. Let's see what these other buttons do. Alright, so pressing A and D, I have the option to have the D-pad or the analog stick. The option, oh shit. Option is always on screen, which seems real dumb. Yeah, it does have iCloud Pocket Save. Or iCloud, yeah. Sorry, I'm reading things and doing this all at once. As soon as I have a save game, we can experiment with iCloud stuff. But it looked like you just dump your save file into iCloud and then you can download it, like the good kind of iCloud syncing, effectively. So it looks like I can turn encounters off. That seems real stupid, but... Yeah, it would be cool if I removed all the on-screen stuff. I don't know, given the choice of having Final Fantasy VII with janky on-screen controls or not having Final Fantasy VII, like, I'll take having Final Fantasy VII all day. Push A in front of a ladder to grab on, using the directional button down. Okay. I don't know, I don't necessarily think that Final Fantasy VII coming out is a great indicator of the health of premium games on the App Store, because, I mean, Square Enix is basically the only company who can get away with selling a game for more than $10. Oh, sick crit. So I don't know why you'd want to turn encounters off unless you just, I feel like you just get so under-leveled that it would be insane. Alright, so here's our first save point. Select save, Y. So we have 10 save slots. And then presumably we can copy one of those back over to how do I get back up? Presumably we can copy one of those over to the iCloud stuff. Let's see if there's anything else in the menu. I really doubt that we can configure any of this crap. Alright, yeah. So we can set button opacity, which is kind of nice. Let's see. None of those are really fantastic. I mean, I guess might as well just stick with A. What seems weird is like why do we have this ability to toggle this stuff in the menus, but then we have like the virtual buttons on the bottom to switch between like the analog and virtual button stuff. So I guess what else is it? What does this max stats do? I don't know if I want to hit that. So I might as well turn autosave on. Alright. The iCloud save stuff is at the very beginning of the game, before I selected I could play. So we got some Materia. Yeah, typically the autosave stuff in their games, I think they just create another save file that, like if you quit the app, it'll save where you are. Kind of like, it's not a real save though. At least in other Final Fantasy games, it was more of a, I guess I probably should equip that Materia, huh? Oh well. Anyway, it's not a real save as much as kind of like, think of an emulator save state. First limit break of the game. Uh-oh, locked on target. I feel like there's something intelligent to do there, but this is the first boss, so whatever. How much my regular attack does? Maybe I don't need to be. Oh, I guess I should be doing magic. The magic's doing like double damage. Yeah, there you go. Well, it's great that they told me that he's going to counterattack when his tail's up after I already have my limit queued up. Alright, I only have one potion, as far as I know. Oh, I have 5. Cool. Might as well heal up. Yeah, you kind of have to buy Galactic Heat. Like, that's just sort of the thing you have to do. Oh, it's good that I healed there. Due to be some serious trouble. Why do you think Pete Ozzy's this? It's a maniac. Alright. Not everything. Before we get out of here, let's do some serious equipment management. Can't equip it yet? The game hasn't taught me about Materia? I don't know. Oh, whatever. save and do some potion action. Do. Barrett. This is one. 10 save slots seems. Oh no, I don't want to. 10 save slots seems like a lot, but I guess it's better than one save slot. Clock's a ticking. Let's get the show on the road. Well, seems pretty cool so far. I mean, aside from the requisite kind of Squaresoft level of jank about it, which I don't think is surprising to anyone. It seems like a pretty good port. All right, off we go. It doesn't seem to have auto battle. What it does have is the ability to turn off encounters, which seems really stupid. Auto battle wasn't really a thing until later games. Alright, where is Jesse? Get the hell out of here. Yeah, Final Fantasy VI and iOS was not the original, though. Wasn't it a port of one of the remakes? Alright, Jesse still isn't back yet, but what bearing does that have on me? I just have to fight dudes until it blows up? I don't remember what I have to do here. Do you guys remember if I need to go find Jesse down below? This. I don't really remember. There's something real dumb you have to do here. Talk to this guy here before you go up. yeah, yeah. Alright, cool. Don't have time for all these battles. Alright, 3.5 minutes to make it back up to the top. We can do this. Oh, did you guys see that guy just floating up the ladder? That was cool. Probably turn encounters on just so I can race out and like beat the timer. Although I guess it's probably not going to be too much of an issue. So, I mean, it's really cool to be playing this on iPad because, like, I remember, you know, back in the days of iOS, like, you know, 2009 or whatever, like, it was just like absurd to even suggest, like, oh yeah, well, one day we'll be playing Final Fantasy VII on my. Well, I guess iPad didn't exist then, but still, point remains. All right, let's get the fuck out. Alright, I'm going to turn encounters off after this just so I don't have to redo this entire section because I fucked up the timer. I think the minimum requirements of this on iTunes said that you need like a 5S or better, so like it should run pretty good on just about everything, I think. Alright, counters are off. Now we're out. Encounters are back on. Alright, successfully blew up the reactor. This is on iPad Air 2. Alright, I don't remember what we do next. I think we go and meet Eris eventually, right? Maybe? She teaches us about Materia. I don't know, I haven't played this in years. Oh yeah, as predicted. Eli is a terrorist, what? Come on, Flower Girl. We'll fight. I think it has iCloud save, so you can just install it on both and see if you like more. Really. I typically play. It kind of depends for me. I play games based on session length, so like anything more than like kind of brief mini game sort of stuff, I play on my iPad. Anything that like Pac-Man 256 is a game I'll play on live. That's the kind of game you load up and play like 2 games and you're done. Like Candy Crush I play on my iPhone. Hearthstone I play on my iPad, stuff like that. I don't know. Because I mean, like, what's kind of interesting with these older games, they're kind of very much designed with the idea that, you know, you're gonna play these on like a console play session kind of thing. Because you know, you're talking like half hour away from save points and stuff. And I don't know how well the auto save system works, but usually not a great thing to trust. Oh, that's right, yeah. Do the dumb train thing now. Right? Or no, I think it comes later. Maybe I'm thinking of a different Final Fantasy game. There's a big on train section? I don't know. Oh no, maybe this is what I was remembering. I haven't played this since the late 90s, so probably just stop saying dumb things. Cloud is on top of the train. We need to talk about this. Right? Doesn't he fall through the hatch? Cloud don't give a damn about no one but himself. That's true. Alright, we are moving out now. Hey, what was so fun for me about this game the first time I played it was like all the end game stuff with the different weapons that you could eventually fight. But I don't know if I'm like the problem is I played that game at a different time of my life, you know, where I was like a teenager and had endless amounts of time to do things like breed the golden chocobo and stuff like that. Now that I'm like an adult with responsibilities, I don't know if I'm going to get that far in this game. No, Jellyfan, we stream on Mob Crush now. It's way better for us than Twitch. I don't remember what I have to do to get to the next part. Yeah, I agree. The font, I mean, on my iPad it looks reasonably crisp, you know, it's like, it's got a nice air of pixelation about it, but, you know, it's definitely not like one of the weird high-res fonts that they've used in in other games. Alright, so we're taking a look at the map of the trains, huh? No, we don't have Twitch subs. I think we peaked at like 3 Twitch subs anyway, so it didn't really matter. Twitch was a total waste of time. Main pillar supports plate in the center. Oh yeah, this is foreshadowing of what's going to happen next. Alright, spiral on the main pillar here. I think it's the best Final Fantasy, but I don't know. The problem with Final Fantasy games is it's like so much nostalgia comes into play with these kind of games. Like when you go back and play Final Fantasy VII, you'll be like, you know what, this game is just okay. And the same thing with Final Fantasy VI, because so much of those games was, you know, the time in your life where you were playing them and where they kind of came in with video game history and, you know, other comparable titles at the time. So, I mean, Final Fantasy VII knocked your socks off in 1997, but in 2015, it's just kind of like, oh, this is a game that, you know, has a really cool battle system, and the Materia system is really cool, but the, you know, plot's kind of dumb, and the dialogue kind of drags, and there's no voiceovers, and, you know, all the modern conveniences that you're used to kind of make for, you know, the rose-colored glasses and nostalgia to come out in a big way. At least that's always been my kind of opinion of these ports. Like, I'm always more excited that they come out than I guess I'm excited to play it, you know? Like, you know, have all the Grand Theft Auto games on my iPad. I think the only one I've really played any kind of, only one I played any kind of big amount of was, I think, San Andreas, because I wrote the review for it. But, I don't know. It's a lot like getting emulators running. You know, like just the idea of getting an emulator running on your phone is way more fun than actually playing emulated games. More often than not, anyway. I mean, that being said, this does seem like a you know, pretty decent iOS port of Final Fantasy VII, so certainly if you've never played it before and you're into kind of retro RPG, it's weird that this even counts as a retro RPG now, but if you're into this kind of thing, like, it's definitely a solid $15 you can spend. You can do way worse. If I recall correctly, you can do all sorts of, like there's all sorts of chests and other hidden junk that I'm probably missing, but I don't know. Don't really have it in me to min-max Final Fantasy VII. Meet your little baby? What? I don't know what he's talking about. I don't remember what he's talking about more accurately. God, these textures are so low resolution, it's crazy. I mean, like, back in the day, this was, like, unbelievable on your computer. Or not on your computer, but on your TV. You know. Come on, Marlene. Don't remember what I need to do to advance the plot again. I'm in. I've visited Game Insight in Latvia here. I have no idea if it has controller support. I didn't bring a controller with me. Oh, here, let me get rid of this guy. It might have controller support. I don't know. The other games have controller support, so it would seem weird to omit it, but I can't say for sure. I almost packed my controller too. I was so close and just decided, there's no MFI games that I'm playing right now, so. All right. See, like a lot of the, what's interesting about Final Fantasy VII's plot is kind of like looking back on it, it seemed really complex and everything, but kind of when you replay it, you know, I guess what, almost 20 years later, you know, now, it just seems like really sophomoric. Which is interesting because like this game, you know, when it came out, was like life-changing. Like the way that these little like squabbles are written are just kind of like silly. Yeah, well, there's a lot of cool stuff going on in Latvia, but I didn't really know too much about the country before I came here. I saw a bunch of cool museums, the old KGB building, which was pretty insane. Like Latvia has been occupied by the Soviets and the Nazis and then the Soviets again, so they've really only been reasonably free since like 1991, which is kind of crazy to think about. Dying. What's crazy is like how well I remember all of this music. Like more than anything else, like I remember all the music. But I guess it kind of makes sense too, because at the time, like playing video game music in Winamp was like the hot shit. Oh yeah, Oculus Rift's really cool. What's neat about the Oculus Rift is that the retail kit that they showed off at E3 is an entire another generational leap better than DevKit 2. So like, if you're using a DevKit 2, just know that when the good one comes out next year, it's going to be seriously better. forgot how much the beginning of this game drags and drags and drags. Like what's crazy is like when you think about Final Fantasy VII memories, like you remember, like the fights with Sephiroth and training up your dudes to fight the Ruby weapon, and finally getting the airship and all the like super epic stuff that happens in the game, and you kind of replay it and you're like, oh yeah, you have to put up with how freaking emo Cloud is about everything. And these long drawn out dialogue sections and stuff like that. But whatever. It's an old Squeenix RPG, what can you expect? So reading Sean's reviews of these games is always so interesting because he's able to kind of like put all that aside, it seems like. It's also kind of interesting about these older RPGs is like how much the kind of like main character talks. So for whatever reason, it seems like modern games, like the protagonist rarely says anything. Sometimes nothing at all. You know, it's kind of strange to go back and play a lot of these old games where it's like the main character just doesn't shut the hell up. Dream sequences. Nice, got some money. I think the neon sign says beer. Oh yeah, then it does say Texas, huh? Weird. Can we get a forced save here? Oh no, we don't. Out of here. Next to you, who wouldn't? Ugh. All the romance stuff in this game is so silly too. Like it was silly in the late 90s, and I'm sure like playing it again, it's gonna be like, wow, this is something else. Oh, all right, cool. Yeah, here we go. We get to use learn how to use Materia. Okay, I'll explain it. Just access the menu, blah, 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 blah. God, why did I decide to do this? But yeah, we're like 45 minutes in the game and like nothing has happened so far. Just let me equip the Materia. What's crazy to think is like there was a time where you like needed to watch this tutorial, and it's like, oh yeah, please show me how this works. I've never done this before. Oh god, just equip the Materia. Alright. I'm like trying to skip through this as fast as I possibly can. use the magic cure. Just one thing to be careful of. I remember the first time I played this, I min-maxed my materia to the point that, like, what was I don't remember what you... It was like Knights of the Realm, I think was the name of the spell, and you were able to kind of like chain it together with other materia to make the summon happen like 10 times in a row or something like that. I don't remember. Like to beat the weapons, you had to just break the game with materia. And getting all of those materia to like make that happen just took, I can't even estimate how much time I spent doing it. I couldn't even guess. Probably hundreds of hours. The A button changes the on-screen analog stick to these on-screen D-pad buttons. I don't know what game that we can be yet. I haven't played all the new releases. I'm kind of leaning towards Galactic Keep just because like the game has been in development for like 6.5 years, which seems insane. Yeah, Pac-Man is great, so... Dear God, save point. See, what's so silly about this game is like, so previously when I came into town to do that whole encounter, like I just ran straight across the screen following those guys. If I just would have gone up, I would have seen the save point, like... This game is from a brutaler time. Where am I supposed to go next? We get back on the train, right? Oh yeah, this is the annoying train part. I was remembering, I think, where the security scanner goes off and you have to fight dudes all the way up the train. Maybe that comes later. I'm sure it's going to be fine on 6 Plus. I mean, it's fine on the iPad. You can configure the controls in a bunch of different ways, so... Finally leaving. I only got 3 more minutes. Yeah, I need checkpoint. ID checkpoint. Oh my god, security alert. I bet we have to fight a ton of dudes. See, I wonder how much of this game you can break by turning encounters off. And like which encounters are required. Go, go, go. Go, 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 go. Out of the way. I feel like we fight these guys, right? Fight something soon. Yo, I'd love to do something, but like, okay. Maybe that wasn't the annoying train part I was thinking of. I definitely feel an annoying train part coming though. Alright, Titan dudes. No items. Oh well. Can we disable them? Inside. Alright, let's go down this fucking hole then. Oh, here we go. So reactors up this ladder. I feel like if I go up those other ladders, I'm missing out on Materia and where the hell's my dude? Oh, here we go. Yeah, tell me about it. Like, I'm blown away by how well the hotel Wi-Fi is doing. All right, let's see what these. All right, so S1 shows where the exits are, and the S2 button seems to do nothing. L1, L2, R1, and R2 also do nothing. I don't know why I didn't do that until now. Oh, what a jerk, you failed me. Let's see, which door do we want? It's never the first door, but surely there'll be something good in here. Oh yeah, so that's putting me out back there. iDragon is streaming. Check it out, please. Oh yeah, tent. Which button in the menu? Save. Meet up at the hideout. Oh, you know what? Since I just here, let me just save it again. We'll do some experimenting with iCloud stuff. All right. So now the question is, how do I quit the game? All right. Well, here. First of all, let's try just quitting it normally. And then loading it again, see what happens. All right, so has basic multitasking save state support. So I guess let's quit this and then like, I don't know, what do I have on here that I could load up that's memory intensive? Let's just throw open Hearthstone just to see if we can push Final Fantasy out of the memory and see what happens. I'm not gonna play Hearthstone, I'm just doing this to see if I can get Final Fantasy to reload from scratch. Might load up something else too. What else do I have that's resource intensive? Come on, Hearthstone. Take it forever. Longest ever wait for Hearthstone to load. Alright, we'll screw it. We'll load Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. That's another big game. Between those two games, that maybe will push Final Fantasy VII out of memory. Yeah. Sure. Crap. I want to do this. Skip this. No, I don't have the room 3 yet. Alright, so run around in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Now, let's see what happens to Final Fantasy VII. Alright, so it's still running. Alright, so let's try force quitting it. Loading it again. All right. So let's see how iCloud works. All right, so tapping the upload button uploads all of the games saved out of the iCloud. That's pretty cool. So, yeah, I guess the latest save. Yeah, okay, so this is showing me my current game data here. Latest save today, total playtime just under an hour. So upload successfully. So presumably, if I had it on my phone, I would be able to do what kind of like the reverse. So let's continue based on save one. I don't know where the autosave is going though. Like that's the only thing that is kind of confusing. I was hoping to see if we were going to be able to like resume from something else. Although I guess that would have been my most recent save, huh? Let me see if I can get in another encounter. Fight some guys and then force quit the app again and see what happens. Because like I do have autosave enabled, right? Autosave is on, yeah. Okay, cool. Come on, monsters. Okay, cool. Because this is kind of this has been a sticking point with other Square RPGs. Alright, so fought a battle here. Let's get out and do some running around. Alright, now, just for the sake of experiment, we're going to force quit the app again, load it, and see if we get any kind of like autosave functionality that we can pull back up. Just for the sake of experimentation. All right, so let's see what our continue functionality is here now. Doesn't look like maybe autosave is somewhere else. Dare I press the question mark? No, that throws me into a fucking browser. It's worthless. All right, so I have no idea what autosave does or how to load my autosaved game or when things autosave. It doesn't seem like it's saving between battles, so that's not great. Of course, with the way that Square Enix ports work, it could be putting the save data just somewhere really stupid that I'm not even seeing, so just because I can't figure it out doesn't mean it's not there, considering it's in the menu, which I don't know. I guess we'll have to see if someone in the forums figured it out. I do love how there is like no load time. Man, it's cold in here. What the fuck? It's like no load time in the battles, which is really cool. Like especially if anyone remembers playing it off of the PlayStation, like kind of get to a point where you would like dread a battle loading because you'd like have the screen smear and you'd just be like, oh, because you wait for it to load. I mean, not to say the load time was atrocious or anything. I mean, it certainly wasn't terrible, but like you know, when you're just grinding through a dungeon or something like that, and you just want to get to the next save point. Like, it was kind of grating sometimes. Alright, finally, had another save point. I guess we could experiment more and see if autosave saves automatically when you jump on a save point, but I don't even know if it's necessary to like not overwrite your old save file. Like, this is just a super old habit of mine. I think once you've been hit with a weird corrupted save, you do the exact same thing. Oh, what do you know? More flashbacks. Yeah, there's been rumblings that this is coming. You know, it was allegedly coming this month too. So I guess if you look at the calendar, it was either, I mean, if Square was going to stick with their original plans, it was either going to be this week or next week. We were all kind of betting at TouchArcade that it was going to come out in you know, Japan the very last week of August, and then it was going to be one of those things where it's like a nebulous release of you know, it comes out in Japan, then there's just like no mention of US release. But surprise, surprise, I guess global launch, that's cool. It's so dark in here. This hotel is weird. Hang on, let me turn this light on. I don't have any spells yet that can hit everything. Oh yeah, I want to hit, yeah, right? Yeah. Yeah, punch the shit out of that guy. I need to assign that cure Materia to someone and go ham healing my dudes after this. Yeah, I'm happy they didn't do anything to it either. I mean, like, yeah, I guess there's two arguments to that. Like, the port is kind of just as janky as you would expect it to be. However, that's also kind of a good thing because they didn't do anything silly to it. Right to the menu. Can I throw this Materia on Tifa? I can. Cool. Curing dudes. Alright. Yeah, I mean, for as janky as the port is, like, it's just a pure, straight, direct port of the game, which, I mean, I wish you could do something. I wish you could get rid of these buttons on the bottom, because it seems, like, really cheesy to have basically a button to turn encounters on and off, like a cheater button right there on the screen. But whatever. Given all the things that they could have done with this port, I'll take it. Probably don't need to save here, but so there's no harm in being obsessive about saving. I feel like this is where shit gets real as we get up to the top here. Like Sephiroth is at the top or something. It's never as easy as just, oh yeah, go down there and set the bomb. Oh yeah, there is a button in the. Actually, next time I hit a save point, I will experiment with the max stats button. Bum, 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 bum. All right, my big shot. Yeah, I don't know, it seems real stupid, but I have learned to not question the decisions of Square Enix because that will only drive you to madness. Yeah, I don't know what the max stats button does. Like I said, when I get to the next save point, I'll save my game and then fiddle with it so I can revert. In the event that it fucking breaks everything. It's kind of annoying they throw so many random battles at you so early in the game, because like the random battles really aren't interesting if you can't do anything cool. Is this the same? It's not for NES, for PlayStation, and the graphics I think are basically the same. I mean, it seems to be from the PC port, so like the graphics might be incrementally better, but the PC port seemed pretty faithful to the PlayStation port, at least how I remember it. I mean, I don't know. I haven't looked at any side-by-side screenshots, but it'd probably be good to do before I make any kind of authoritative statements on all this. Take everything. Alright, we have to push the button at once. Oh god, I remember this. There we go. Second try. Alright, so here's the save point. Alright, so let's save. Alright, so this most recent, an hour and 6 into the game is my regular save. So let's go to the config screen and experiment with max stats. Permanently set all your attributes such as HP and MP to their maximum values. Sure. Alright, that's asinine. Like, why would you do this? Like, why would you do this for any reason? Why would you include this in your game? This is, real dumb. Real dumb. Well, I guess, here, let's get in a random battle. I think there's random encounters up here. Alright, yeah, so let's see how fucking ridiculous this is.